Ladies and gentlemen, a new season has started in Trackmania. The summer 2026 season is out, and with that we of course have a brand new summer campaign as well, and we are now going to be hunting or getting all of the 25 offer times. So let's dive straight into the action. Okay, summer 2026 campaign. Let's see what we have. We're starting on map number 1 of course, and let's see how long we need to get all of the offer times. Map Uno, we're going in. And thanks for all of the subs, guys. Good focus. Okay. Oh, that's a bit of a unique map 1. Usually map 1 is always like very wide corners. But this one is actually pretty narrow. Oh my god. Wait. Don't tell me I failed the offer time. 23. Okay, I got it. 22.93. Of course, the first offer times in the campaign always pretty simple. Mainly because the first 10 maps are free to play. And yeah, because Nadeo doesn't want to scare away the beginners, the offer times are pretty much PF. But that was a very simple map 1. And with that we go to map number 2, which has some dirt. Okay. Some dirt driving. Then we go here. A jump up. Okay. Jump through the ring. Full on PF. Probably want to keep grip here. Then here you can get upper gear and into the finish. Okay. Another very simple map, but this time on a different surface. Yeah, nothing crazy happening here. The first maps will be relatively PF. Map number 3. Another surface introduced. Grass, which is pretty similar to dirt. The car just slides a tiny bit quicker, basically. So let's see what we have to do here. Okay, gotta follow the route here. Once again, pretty simple driving on wide platforms. Nothing you can really do here. We have a small jump. I guess you want to be in the middle. Yup. Need quite some solid speed to even make that. And then drop into the finish. Very simple again. Map number 4. What can we do here? Is this gonna be a bit of a... I think map 4 in the previous campaign was the... Oh shit. Okay, that was tight. Do we actually have to drift on map 4 already? Oh, we have a... Okay, we have a wall ride. Okay, that's a bit of a unique map 4. Wall ride this early is crazy. Maybe a small speed slide that you have to do here and then drop into the finish. Okay. Yeah, still very simple for solid players. Yeah, basically first try offer times. Map number 5. Oh god. Water. Yeah, okay. I am not the greatest water fan, but this looks pretty simple. That gear change looks a bit horrible. And here we have a water bounce. Okay. Then here we have reactor in the water. And then you can go into a risky finish on the right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, a bit unique, a bit weird, but it worked. And with that, we already have the first 5 offer times, guys. Let's go to the green maps. Now, stuff should be getting at least a tiny bit more difficult. So let's see what we have here. Map number 6. Yeah, risky finish, maybe a bit too much, but... It's not full PF. Oh! We have to drift. Is this the first tech map here? It looks like it. Yo! Ooh, this one will have a difficult champion battle. Oh! Okay. But, yeah, also relatively easy to drive. A nice map to introduce the drifting mechanic to the players. Yeah, so far... Not really anything that sticks out. Usual campaign maps, basically. Oh, this looks interesting. Map 7. We have some dirt jumps here. Then maybe do some airtime reduction. Then we have some poles. A bit of an AO8 landing here. Okay. Oh, nee. Ach, Nadeo. Why Cam 2 Force? Worst map so far. Why do you force me to play in this camera? Oh my god. Why not camera 3? Yeah, Cam 2 map. Holy downvote. Also, forcing people to play in this camera is crazy. I have a very strong opinion about these kind of things. Minus. I'm not allowed to play my camera there. Really mad. Anyway, next map. Plastic. Some full speed here. And here we can go up actually. And then, oh, we need to go up to dive straight down. Then follow the route here. Oh, this will be a map where Hobbit will have the world record, guys. This is a Hobbit map. Trust. Hobbit will be good on this map, that's for sure. We have no AO8 as well. Yeah, that's also a bit of an L, sadly, for the campaign. No AO8 map. I feel like people like love AO8 maps. I don't know why they not just put in like this one fun map. I mean, you can also have very skillful AO8 maps, to be honest. So it's not like AO8 needs to be a full luck campaign map or something. Like, not at all. Would have been nice, but sadly, Nadeo not doing us the favor. Okay, here we have some interesting drops. Hoppa, then here, I guess follow the arrow. Yup, bit of a risky... Yeah, of course I get a penalty. Okay, I had to jump a bit further left there. Probably not gonna get offer time with that. My name is Nadeo, and I play as a whole. Fantastic. Well, at least that sealed the deal. We will never find out if that would have been enough or not. Yeah, once you know what to do, should be a pretty easy AT as well. I mean, it's still the green maps. Of course, in this map, in this campaign... really? Of course, in this campaign, the 5 black maps will also be used in the Esports World Cup. So those maps are going to be extremely important. However, it is pretty much known in advance already, so I can already take that if you think we're going to see some creative new competitive maps. It is pretty much known that the 5 black maps are once again all remakes from basically, yeah, maps that were used 4 years ago already, which is very sad. With that, in my opinion, it was kind of shown that Nadeo is not really caring about what people think, because, yeah, the feedback pretty much was by everyone, I feel like, that 5 out of 5 remakes at least is way too much. So, yeah. I guess we will see. Maybe we're wrong, but at least 3 maps are 100% remakes. Probably 4, most likely 5. I will see. Okay, map 10, also pretty simple AT, nothing crazy going on with that. The first 10 free maps are out of the way. And now stuff should actually get a bit more difficult. Map number 11. We're going in. We start with a red boost. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, that is a full speed map, I think. Even though this is probably a no slide. Yo. Ooh, but the exit, you can definitely do a speed slide. And here to the left. Okay, it's a bit of a... It's not really a full speed map. I mean, yes, but... It doesn't have the most natural speed slides. But you definitely will want to speed slide. Yeah, this one for sure, for example. Ooh, that could be very difficult of a map to get speed slides on for a beginner. Then okay, this map was kind of cool. I don't know. This one was a bit different. I like this one. This one has a good vibe. Yeah, it's like a bit like an old school map. This one was nice. Map number 12. Yeah, quite some full speed already in the campaign. Also, this one other green map. The plastic one. Oh. Not a map for Noob Prime here by the looks of it. We start with 2 of his favorite apple corners. You know. Nadeo really likes this block. Oh my god. The entire map is consisting of these. ATs are getting a bit more difficult here. And yeah, it also seems like there is not going to be any alt cars in the campaign. Which is, of course, also a bit of an L. At least if you ask me. I would have loved to see the alt cars in the campaign. But apparently, Nadeo doesn't. Schade. So, next up, we have a tech map, I think. Yup, looks pretty technical to me. So we have to do some drifts to get around the corners here. Drift here as well, then down here, and then one more drift, I think, to go into the finish. Okay, still first try offer times, so far the AT's not really getting more difficult, to be honest. Regular tech map, nothing crazy here. Next up, map number 14. We have a sausage map, okay. Also some vertical mapping. I think we have to jump out here, yeah? Oh, this looks like a fun map. This looks like a unique map for once. This looks fun. I think this is my favorite map so far already. This map has a character. Not like the other maps that we've seen like 5 million times already, basically. This looks a bit different. Some platforming here. Some vertical mapping. Yeah, this is definitely the most interesting map so far. Even though I just failed. Okay, we have to jump out. Actually, I don't know. I think they want you to jump out late, but maybe you can jump out early. We even have some block mixing here and then a jump into the finish. Okay, that's a wild map. This one is creative, guys. It's definitely my most favorite one so far. I just like maps that are, yeah, a bit unique and not like something that I've seen 100 times already. And this is, I would say, objectively the most unique map. I mean, if you like it or not is a different thing, but this looks pretty interesting. Let's see if I can survive a run here, because with this vertical driving here, definitely not easy to get a run through. What the hell? This jump is a bit blind, but yeah, I get in. Okay, I mean, the AT looks relatively easy as well, 34.7. That was not close at all. With that, we already go to... Yeah, it's honestly the only memorable map so far. With that, we go to map 15, but this one greets me with a pipe. Yeah, hello? Okay, maybe memorable map number 2. Yeah, that was very anticlimactic. I guess we have to go a bit to the right here. Yeah, a bit of a royal map, kinda. Oh god. Oh god, this will be buggy. I'm pretty sure you can bug on that. Then here we have some underwater dirt. Oh, where do I go? I don't see anything. Ah, I didn't see. Oh god. Okay. Then another moving block here. Oh. Then here you can probably bounce out of the water if you're unlucky. Large type 1. Another wall ride. Of course, the wall ride is having a higher exit than a entry. And then, oh, you have to side jump to go into the finish. Okay, this one is also interesting. Map 14 and 15, definitely the most interesting maps so far. I like what I see. Oh yeah, I bugged already. Hello! Yeah, these kind of small plastic tiles are really... Okay, you can float there. That's definitely not so good. Don't want that to happen. Giuliano map, yeah, kinda. Probably just jump to the right because you... Oh, it's really hard to jump low because they placed a barrier there. But okay, that was pretty easily an offer time as well. Yeah, so far the ATs are really simple, not gonna lie. Like, holy moly. Barely any difficulties. Feels like they got easier. I mean, the most difficult ATs are 100% gonna be the black maps. On those, I will need a lot more time. I mean, those are also the esport map. It would be kind of interesting to have some harder ATs beforehand as well. Oh yeah, another full speed map. Wow. The full speed players are eating good. Where's the old cars? There won't be old cars. Also no wood yet. I don't know. There's just so many things missing in campaigns always. And we have an underwater map. We also haven't had ice. We haven't had bobsleigh yet. But already like 3 full speed maps. It's a bit... Yeah. Naja. This one looks pretty wild, to be honest. Holy moly. It's an off-road full speed map though. Oh, penalty that you can skip. Okay, a dirt full speed? I like that actually. This is cool. Oh god, what? Huh? How much did I have to steer there to survive that? I think I have to go like extremely high here to go extremely low at the exit, yeah. Holy, then here into the looping. Yeah, this is a cool map. This also sticks out a bit. Not that I'm the greatest full speed enjoyer ever, not at all, but as I said, like, I think a campaign should have everything that is in the game. With that, no one can complain, basically. Sadly, Nateo sees it a bit different. Oh yeah, this one is gonna be cooked. I like this. This is a cool map. Very nice to drive. So let's get the AT. So this jump here is pretty tight. Why is there a block blocking there? Like, what is the point of this one? This is like a waypoint pole. Do we really need that concrete thing there? Yeah. Naja. Should be fine to dodge though, it's not that deep. Oh, definitely wanna jump over the penalty there. And then here I can really just suggest to go very high and then dive like straight down. And then in general, very smooth lines, speed sliding all the time, of course. Also here, speed slide, of course. Yeah, this one will have some cooked records, I'm pretty sure. Once the full speed players get to work, which probably won't take long, because usually they hunt these maps to the oblivion very early on already. But this feels very nicely built, to be honest. I like this one. Pretty cool map. Absolute W if you ask me. Also one of the... Maps are definitely getting more interesting later in the campaign. The first 10 are basically forgettable. But, yeah. Starting from now, we have some bangers. Okay. Oh. Okay. Ah, no slide. Oh god. Jump scare. Okay, a bit of a mixed map here. So, multiple different styles, things happening. Make the jump. Okay. Yeah, this one looks pretty PF again. Pretty simple to drive. Bit of tech, bit of dirt, bit of grass. Oh god. Okay, that finish jump is a bit scary. Alright, let's get it. What is the start here? Do we just go full speed like this? Not sure if we want to jump here. And we do overjump penalty, which is of course nice in theory, but sometimes it's better to keep ground contact to penalty than to just overjump it. I think here... Ah, actually... Okay, wait, there's a penalty patch. Not sure what's actually better done. You wanna go for that or not? Hard to tell. Could be somewhat equal. Probably the outside is a bit faster done, just a bit harder. Yeah, gotta steer quite far left to not miss the finish here. Oh, and we have the first offer time that is a bit more difficult. By the looks of it. I mean, still easily doable. Not like you need a sick run or anything, but... yeah. Definitely the hardest AT so far. I guess that is safe to say. Let me take the outside line again now. Yeah, actually, I mean, this gives me a pretty bad line. I really ain't so sure about this. Oh, here you're gonna be careful with the gear. I think you can be too fast and get a bad gear change done. Don't think you want that. But yeah, AT in the pocket. Definitely the hardest one so far, though. Next up, map number 18. We have an ice map. Or did I see it correctly? We also saw that in the campaign trailer. Yo. Ooh, that's a long ice speed slide here. Alright. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, once again, as always, for some reason, Nadeo is giving us camera 1. So you can't do your own cam switches. You need to go with the ones that Nadeo is giving to you. This is such a bad thing in my opinion. Like, I mean, yeah, I see why they do it for the beginners, so that they have the correct camera, so that they're not confused. But if they don't learn it in the campaign, where else do they learn it? Because no other mapper in the game at all is ever giving you a cam 1 for ice. Like, you always have to do it manually. So you might be fine for the campaign then, but if you play any other map in this game, then you're just gonna be confused. In my opinion, the correct thing to do in a campaign would be to maybe put in like a small tutorial at the beginning or something, where you just tell people, yeah, press 1 on your keyboard to go for the correct camera. Like, they should like teach people to learn it and not do the work for them. Because, yeah, anyway. Offer time was pretty simple here again, but that's because on ice map, ice is always a bit of a niche style. So usually the ATs there are somewhat simple. After that we go to map 19, where we start on a vertical wall. Where's their flags? Okay, interesting mapping we have here. I guess. I mean, looks kind of cool, but driving-wise, not different to any other grass. Can keep the gear here. Probably some nose sliding that you could do. I mean... Holy, my gearbox is etching. I kept the gear the entire way through. I got this AT first try. That's kind of impressive. Nice. But yeah, also honestly, boring map. Like, yeah, you have some penalty, red boost, okay, but... yeah, I don't know. This one wasn't really exciting. And with that, we already have the final... Oh, yeah! Okay, nice. W. Finally some wood. Nadeo didn't use any wood in the previous campaign. Now there is. Okay, that's nice. I like that. Yeah, okay, good focus. Wood... as bobsleigh, as ice, as full speed is a style that belongs in the game. So very good that they used it again. That's a W. Even if it's mixed with other things, it's fine. At least we have a bit of wood. Ooh. Maybe a map that I will hunt a bit later. Okay, wild. Yeah, I'm a bit confused. Yeah, it's a nice mixed map, actually. Okay, I wanna go for the yellow boost, but not for the things, of course. Then drop down. Then here, and then upper left, you saw that. Then I don't see anything, but here's the finish. Okay. Alright, also this offer time, not too hard. Yeah, that's basically the campaign, guys. Those are all of the new maps that we're getting, because as I said, the 5 black maps are probably all maps that have been used in 2022 already, and they basically just got remade. I can tell you how much they were remade, like if they at least have an original route, and if they only copied the identity, or if the exact route is also the same. Which would be, yeah, very lame, of course. Because already reusing the identities is like... this is a bit difficult, actually. I think I'm still on pace, though, even though I crashed. Especially if I get good exit speed here, which I do. Nice. Yeah, easily on pace. Tuck, and then we just drop down here. Okay, another champion medal. Offer time in the pocket. This didn't really take long, basically 1 minute per map. That is, yeah, not a lot. With that, it's now time for the 5 esport maps, guys. And those are gonna be extremely important, because those 5 will be played in the Esports World Cup. We're starting on map number 1. Again, the maps have country names instead of the usual numbers. And map 1 is Argentina. What do we have here? We start off on bobsleigh. Ach du Kacke. Ach du Kacke. Okay. I mean, that's kind of nice, though. There's no bobsleigh map in the campaign, actually. And, fragile. Holy shit, okay. Good that I saw that, because... what the fuck? Okay, I can tell you this is definitely an original route. Oh, this map is kind of cool. I like this one. This one is a bit different. Oh, okay. This is an original route, guys. We will see about the identity, but this looks kind of nice. I kind of like this. No! Yo, no steer! Huh? Huh? Nah, what the fuck is this? I take everything back. I mean, why is there a bobsleigh turnaround? What is happening? Oh, yeah. Okay, I can... This is actually a new identity, guys. This is not a remake. It reminds you a bit of a map that was called Bobzack back in the days. But that's actually original, but we're still not at the end, so there might be... Huh? Okay, I think I took the respawn route. I think when you have speed, you're supposed to go here? Or? Nee. Kick. Or do I just jump here? And then I go here. Okay, that makes sense. And also here, camera 1 force, of course. I'm not allowed to choose my camera. But on the pro player map, that will be removed. At least I hope so. Never mind, it's a remake. Yeah, this is Bobzack. This is an... Oh my god, this map is crazy though. What the hell? Yeah, this is Bobzack. Bobzack is a map that was used for the World Cup 2022. Wait, that's a crazy map actually. Holy shit, this is difficult. What the hell? But I'm pretty sure this is quite a bit different than the original map. Besides the identity. Identity is the exact same. But I feel like everything else is at least quite a bit different. Like this here was definitely not on the original map. Like here, this red boost. But honestly, this looks really hard. This is a creative map. This one is fine. I don't mind this. I do see some balance issues already. Also, by the way, just in case, there is gonna be people watching the YouTube Discovery, especially the YouTube video, and are worried about what I'm saying after like 1 attempt or so again. Because I did the same for the Spring Campaign Discovery, and many people were like, oh, he only did 1 attempt, and now he's already saying, this map doesn't work, maybe try it a bit more. Let me just tell you one thing, that basically everything I said in my Spring Discovery became true, in terms of balance issues and stuff. Like, for you guys it might be like 1 attempt, but first of all, these maps are, yeah, as I said, remakes partly. And then again, as a competitive player, you kind of have a feeling for what is going to be super important and what might be a bit yuck and stuff. So, yeah. Chill, guys. Chill. Oh, I missed the AT though. But I think this map, if you ask me, looks pretty interesting. Pretty creative. Pretty difficult though. Like, it will be mostly about the identity, of course. But then also the bobsleigh turnaround, I'm pretty sure. But this one looks fun. This is at least a fun to drive map. It's not like a typical PF map. This is interesting here. The way you just jump into the red boost and then you want to have good speed. So this one is cool. This one looks fun. I'm looking forward to grind this one. To learn this one. I think also personally it could be a solid map for me. For the EWC. Which is nice because yeah, most of the EWC maps that we have, especially because of the spring map pack, are yeah, pretty simple. So, scheiße. Not sure how to do this here ideally yet. But I'm pretty sure that I'm already too slow for offer time. I don't know why there's this block blocking there. That kinda ruins my angle. Sure if that's necessary. Now here we get the camera switch. And a bit of ice. I mean, I'm really not the greatest ice player. I'm really not saying that because I'm biased and I will be good on this. But ice also just belongs on competitive maps. Pwah, okay. Yeah, I can maybe show you the original maps later, for those of you that are interested. So that we can compare on how much there is similar. Yeah, maybe I'm misremembering because, you know, the maps are from 4 years ago, as I said. But yeah, I think this map is pretty original. Originale. Oh, you can keep a lot of speed here. And here also the slides are also not like typical PF drifts that I see in Cup of the Day, you know, it's some vertical driving and some interesting stuff. Like, that's nice. I'm a bit scared of this part here because of exactly what just happened here. Like, I'm not getting around. Yeah, but those ATs will by far be the hardest in campaign. Like, maps are way harder, ATs are way harder. I mean, it's the black maps, it makes sense, to be honest. I still think the difference is a bit too high. Like, that's maybe something that you guys could say in the chat, like how it was for you guys in the previous campaigns. Like, the black ATs are definitely by far the hardest. Would you guys say the difference is too big between them and the normal campaign maps? Or is it, like, fine for you guys? I mean, once you learn the black maps, of course, if you play them in the if you play them in the competitions, then yeah, the ATs are very bad and we will improve this AT by like 5 seconds. Oh my god, I'm sliding out. Yeah, but most of you seem to say it's definitely quite a difficulty spike, yeah. I mean, it definitely is, like, I can say that as well. I just don't know how big it really is when you play this for a while. You definitely want a lot of red boosts here. Oh, you can get gear 5 as well. Yeah, that's nice. You will want that, guys. You will want... Ah! Not surviving. Yeah, that's the issue. I think many people, like, they get quite quickly 20 offer times, or at some point, I mean, the red maps can also be a bit difficult, but many people get the 20 ATs, and then afterwards, they're just hopelessly lost. Like, I feel like the thing is the difficulty, like, also there's no need for the ATs to be difficult on these maps. So, yeah, I think the difficulty spike might be a bit too high. That's what I felt like as well, but that's why I asked you, because for me, it's of course... Man, I don't see anything. Okay, good to know that I was right. It's not even hard to be fast enough on this map. It's just hard to survive a run in the first place with all of these. And we still have the identity in the end. That's the hardest part. Not really getting there at all right now. So can I please survive this here for once? Yeah, this is a bit blind, I don't like that. Like, they place, like, visual cues everywhere, you know, like the waypoint poles, the flags everywhere. Except for the parts, but I would need that. Yeah, that was nice, I think. At least for now. Yeah, but that part will be the type of part where we're gonna build a part map, where we only practice that part individually, and I will spend, like, multiple hours on it. And not because I have fun on it. Yeah, great. Is it still fast enough? 9. Oh my god, it is by 400. Okay, that was close. I fully failed. Yeah, this map is definitely one of the hardest EWC maps already, I would say. Like, it's more difficult than all of the 5 spring maps, I would say. But I like the map. This is a good one. I personally like this. I might see some balance issues though, but we'll see. Next up, Saudi Arabia. Of course, yeah, also not missing. Now let's see if this is a remake or not. Oh, okay. You are unique. Okay. No. Okay, unique driving so far. Okay. Driving wise, interesting again. How did I make that first try? Is it? Ah yeah, this is tiny. What the fuck? It's tiny gap, I think. Okay, this is also an original route though. This is an original route. This is not a remade route. I said a new slide. I just did one, but I don't know if you have to. I have a pretty good first try, to be honest. Huh? Yo, we go over the rocks. Yeah, there might be some neo slides here. I'm not sure if I like that. And then we have this here. I can already tell you I will have to release so that I land. Yeah. Yeah, that's a 1x1 remake again. Funny when you know what to do already, even though you haven't even seen the map yet. Isn't that cool, guys? The map itself looks fun though. The identity is also a bit different. It's not the exact same. It's basically all about release timing that you need to do. And it's hard to judge, of course. You can also go safe and go like this here. Oh, but then you don't overjump the slow-mos. Yeah, okay, that's of course really bad. Alright, but that is the map. My run was really good, to be honest, besides the end, of course. But the rest of the map I read correctly. My name is Nico, and I don't read IRL, but I read in Trackmania, guys. Yeah, also I like the maps map-wise. If they now would just have a new identity, I would be really happy. I just really don't like the fact that they just reuse things. Like, I wouldn't say Trackmania is known for its limiting potential and barely being able to be creative. Like, it's like the #1 game for basically being able to do all kinds of crazy shit. So why do we have to reuse identities from 4 years ago? Yeah, that's tough, I think. How did I make the first try? Then here's like a mini identity, kinda. So we go here and then small release, because otherwise you overjump. Yeah, I think this is a Neo slide, and I don't like that. Can we... Is that allowed? I think I found the first shortcut, guys. I think you're supposed to slow down here. I think that's not faster. Ah, this looks like something that might be fixed. Okay, this is actually not a Neo slide, nice. Yeah, you will basically just have to work out a setup there. Where you release and then you full speed the end, basically. Seems like a Kanari map? Yeah. I mean, depends on the Neo slide sections, but overall, yeah, fair. I'm surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised by the first 2 maps, driving-wise. It's not PF maps. And, I mean, if you compare this with, like, South Korea, for example, that really was an easy map, guys. It was basically tech, and it was almost, I mean, yeah, a bit more difficult than a Cup of the Day map, but really not far. That's kind of crazy, considering that it's for the EWC. Yeah, I mean, this will be fine, I think, once you have like some setup there. Make it. Oh. I almost released too much, guys. I mean, there's some parts that definitely... But this looks like a Neo slide. At least I haven't failed it yet. This looks like a Neo slide I can actually do. That's nice. Your boy is not getting skill checked here. And here you kind of bump into a slide, so you don't really have to release. Yeah, this is annoying when you don't have a setup. I drive until the end, I drive clean for 1 minute, then I don't know how to release, and haha, bonk. The thing is, you will also need like a setup that always gives you the same speed. Because right now, I always have different speed depending on how I get the turn. That's a bit annoying. Yo, I guess I will just drive this for as long as I need to get a clean end. Because without a clean end, you will not get this. That's really annoying for the discovery. Small no-slide slalom here. I hope the maps will stay like this. If the maps are all like this, I might literally go for perma-ban South Korea. I'm announcing it now. Because fuck that map. With the tech and the reactor soups, no thank you. I don't want to play it. The good thing is everyone else wants to play South Korea. So if I ban it, I ban a map that almost everyone wants to play. Yeah, this is a Neo slide, but I can do this one. Nice. What? Hey! Eh? What? Okay, you just need to... Okay, it was my fault though, it was my fault. It was my fault. But that was kind of stupid. I don't get around here. I don't know what the line here is supposed to be honest. That's honestly difficult that they placed the penalty there. I don't like that, because with that you will have a different setup every single time. And that's gonna make this like unnecessarily hard, I think. It is a bit easier than the original version though. The original version of Tiny Gap was a further jump, I think. If I remember correctly at least. So that's nice. Yeah, but also this one, also the map at least, also the identity is a reuse, yes. But the map itself is pretty original. Not a complete remake, and it's also something that I like personally. So far, both maps, nice, I would say. Way better than Spring. Like, way better. And trust me, I'm not pushing out. If I would find a map shit, I will also call it shit. You know me. But this, I like so far. We know, yeah. Yeah, not that people are like, oh, last time the entire YouTube comments were like, ah, Kanadi's so negative, and now he wants to be positive to not scare away the viewers. No, I don't give a fuck. I just say what I think about the maps. If you can't handle it, not my fault. But this one I really like. Yeah, this one will be fine here, this quarter pipe. Pretty cool with the extra obstacle there. Not necessary, but kinda wicked. Just gives some Serrator vibes, kinda. In general, this will be a really good map for people like Bren, for example. Yeah, there's a Neo slide, I can do it. Haha. Life is good. Good that I learned this, the Neo slides. So, what about... I don't fail the last jump now. Ah, I had to release a lot, but I got it. Holy fuck. I had to release so much. Ui, but a 109.5. So far, at least, easy world record deluxe. Very, very nice. Okay, yeah, nice map. I like it. We go to map number 3. Black map number 3. Norway. There ain't Norway. Oh, no. Nein. Nein, why camera force? Go away, camera. Ach du Scheiße. Link Max Type 1? Link is not gonna be happy with the start. What the fuck? Okay. Yes, no. There's no way. I'm not Tony Hawk. Get me on the track. Okay. Freaking 50-50 grind. Okay, so far the map itself also does not ring a bell. Oh god. Yeah, I also know which identity this will be already. This is an identity called Clock Tower. This is not the identity yet. Also, this is like a pre-identity, you could say. We will have a harder version of this later. But this is Clock Tower. Also from 2022. Spring 2022 season. Why again bobsleigh? What do they have with bobsleigh this time? We have a full bobsleigh map. Jesus Christ. Honestly, I like it. Holy shit, ice though. Oh, and this will be Link Max Permaban. I can already announce it here. Link as a tier 1F player, pretty much having a full ice map. That's gonna be a permaban for Link. Dude, there's so much ice. Hello? Calm down, bro. Huh? Was that correct? I have no idea. Ach du Heilige. And here's the actual identity. Yeah? It's a bit different than the original clock tower, but holy moly. Actually, we can bring back a meme that we did back in the days. We can bring back the cock tower. Do we? I think we even have that as an emote, don't we? Literally 4 years ago, we had the cock tower meme, which was basically a picture of the Gherkin in London. The building that looks a bit like yeah, pee-pee. We can literally bring it back. Thank you, Nadeo. I mean, also again, also they really are not pussying out on the routes. I like that. I respect that. Like one of my main complaints about Spring was that the maps are actually difficult. Not difficult enough, sorry. They are like too easy and... Okay, this is actually really hard. That they are too easy and too PF-like. And yeah, I mean, not that Nadeo listens to me, but they decided that for themselves or actually gathered the overall feedback. Maps need to be harder. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, yeah, the maps are in the campaign, of course, for people that only play the campaign and not the EWC. For those, it might be, yeah, difficult. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't care about the campaign. Like, yeah, they are in the campaign and it will be tough for beginners, but in this case, I just care about the EWC. They could have made the ATs easier, though. I think if the ATs were just easier, it would be better. Because like this, it's like so hard to survive a run even. And then they actually need to survive a good run. It's supposed to go here, right? No, okay. So you're supposed to slide directly into the reactor. So I did it correctly. Ah, we have it back, guys. Thanks to Nadeo, we can bring back an emote that doesn't even make sense anymore. From 4 years ago. W. There's some poles here that indicate, but this is real abuse, guys. As this is a map. I mean, the thing is, the ice is, of course, not too great for me. I can tell you already, this will be an insane map for Mada. Mada will be insane on this. He has the wheel for the jumps, and he's really good on ice. This will be a Mada map. The original clock tower map, by the way, started with a part where you, as a similar part than this, and then you had to do ice wiggles. But the routes themselves are, like, they kind of have, like, some inspiration, but it's new routes, and that's, like, so important. Like, it's, like, so lame that we had maps where they literally didn't only remake the identity, which is a shame already, but they instead remade the entire route. Like on France, for example. Like, that's really just unnecessary. Like, identity remakes, okay, naya, whatever, also unnecessary, but remaking an entire route is, like, yeah, lame deluxe. Boah, this jump is, like, more difficult than the last one, I feel like. I hope there's not going to be ice wiggles here, but... They at least shouldn't be too difficult, if I see it correctly. This slide is also, for example, on the original clock tower map. But then again, the original clock tower wasn't having this much ice, for example. There's like a few things that make you remind... It's like a proper remake. It's not like a remaster, which is like the same. It's like an actual remake. With like some differences, you know? But also some things that make you remember of the OG map. Ooh, 115-1 is tough. That's not an easy one. This will be the permaban of so many people? Yeah, possible. Not from me, I can tell you that much already. But yeah, it will be. Honestly, you might rarely ever see this map. But I mean, then again, remember map 1. Argentina was not much better. Bobsleigh identity there? I don't know. Like, I would say this map is almost more normal. Because the identity, at least, is normal jumps and not bobsleigh turnarounds. It's kind of crazy, though, that we have 2 maps that are, like, very ice-based. Like, 2 is crazy. I think Massa doesn't like the map pack so far. We're always going over the snow there. Yeah, this is a hard jump. Like... That one is harder than the last one, I feel like. Damn, like, I'm honestly surprised, but positively. I mean, I had very low hopes for the maps. After the spring campaign, which I really did not like, especially with the EWC maps, I had pretty low hopes for this one here. But Nadeo, so far, they are showing balls, which is nice. They are not pussying out on making easy maps, and no, they actually do unique maps. Those are maps that stay in your head, and this will be entertaining, I think. But anyway, W, we got the offer time. Very nice. Let's go to map number 4. 2 more to go. Next up is Poland. Poland, we already know which identity it is. It is an identity called Hearts, also from 2022. And Hearts was an identity which was pretty popular, so it's at least a reasonable remake. You know, they have also remade some identities already where people were like, what the fuck? No one liked this back in the days, and they brought it back. Why? But Hearts was actually a pretty popular map. It was like literally the type of map that everyone liked. It was a pretty simple map though, so this might be the easiest one so far. Why do I get a no slide? I will see. I can already tell you the map is already different. The real Hearts map started with a small pipe. Ah, this is actually the same here. We had this kind of outside turn, but yeah, this is the same. This is the same. This is the same. Ah, but with a different exit, I think. Then here, yeah, okay, we have this slide. This slide is super important. I remember this. This is the biggest remake so far. Ah, but then this is different. Like, after this slide on the original map, there was a big jump where you needed exit speed for. Now they skipped the jump. Ah, that's kind of pussy. The jump was nice. Yeah, okay, this is almost a 1x1 remake. There is many similarities here. Ugh. What? Eh? Dick. Okay, that's different. What the hell? That's different again. Yeah, this is like 50% remade. That's also different. Then we did also have a water part on the original map. Ah. Okay, so some things are the exact same, some others are not. This water part, for example, is also a bit different. Okay, fuck. I saw it wrong. Nah. Oh, whoa. That will be important. Or do I jump out there? Did I see that wrong? Ah, so I jump out here. Okay. But I have to keep grip there in a really weird way, but no. Yeah, this is pretty similar to... Pretty similar to the original one. Not the exact same, though. Ah. Okay, a lot of platforming happening here. I like that. Yeah, so this is definitely the most simple map so far, I would say. But it's not like the boring kind of simple. You know, when I played South Korea back then, I really was like, what the fuck? It's a cup of the day map. But here, this one is simple, but better. It's also more creative than like a Hungary, for example. Which is also a relatively simple map. Now, even though this is a more easy map, it's still a bit more having the competitive vibe. You could go inside hole there, by the way. Yeah, this turn here is very notorious for Hearts. But then, like, yeah, honestly, this is a good remake. Like, they kept some of the remarkable parts, like this downhill drift, which was insanely important, but then they also changed up things. Hey, I'm actually surprised, like, very happy about that, because obviously I will spend a lot of time with these maps, if I want to or not. So I'd rather enjoy my time than not enjoy the time, if that makes sense. What do you guys think so far, actually, of the maps? Would you guys also say it's better than Spring, just out of spectating POV? Don't get influenced by what I say. Like, what do you think? Okay, not AT yet. For sure, better, more interesting, better than Spring. I think so. New Prime with the no. Yeah, okay, fair. Ah. I don't know, I see ice and jumps. Yeah, the fact that there's 2 ice maps is a bit crazy. I mean, 1 okay. But 2 out of 5 is wild, yeah. But then again, like, you know my opinion. I think things that are part of the game should be used as well in the game. So I cannot pussy out on things that I'm not good at and that I don't want there. Like, I will not be great on the ice parts. I will not be the #1 player there. Like, an Elcon will gain time on me there probably every round. But draw. I think this map is a nice mixture of driving and jumps. Scheiße. Oh, this is like awkward because you come out of this turn, then you need to do like a wiggle to the right and then... And you completely overjump this, like, hey? You need to release here. What the hell? Nah, old cars are sadly not in the campaign at all. That's a bit L. Jesus Christ. Is this the same entry as on Hearts? Like, I don't know. I will definitely look at the original maps later, that we can compare, guys. I will not leave that in the YouTube campaign discovery video, though. If you wanna see that, for the people that are watching this video, go to my YouTube main channel, to Grana TV, and check out the VOD there then, I guess. But since it had nothing to do with the actual campaign, not gonna leave that in. Okay, this could be fast enough here, if I get a good rest of the run. Oh, you can side jump this as well. I like that, man. This is, also, Hearts was a good identity. Hearts was really one that's, like, yeah, it was a jump identity. I like jumps. I may be a bit biased, but this really was an identity that pretty much everyone liked, I think. 112.4. Offer time in the pocket. Very nice. And with that, we only have one AT left to get. Let's see what the last one is. Final map is Japan. And Japan, we were actually not sure about what map it is. There were rumors about it being Tightrope. But then there were also rumors about it being Backflip from 2023. Because this map has a backflip. We saw that in the... What the... Okay. Well, let me not be negative instantly, but this part is at the very least questionable. That flip. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, here's this tightrope part. This is what we saw. It's again no brake. Okay. No drifting allowed. Okay, but again, unique driving-wise. Where... Yeah, but why is there so much full speed again? Hello, we already have a full speed map in the EWC. Ah, I should not have gone there. Fuck. That's a standing respawn. I still don't know what identity it is. It looks like it's gonna be tightrope though, with that mid-identity section. Okay, we also have effect block showcase here. Boah. And the maps are interesting. I really did not think that they're gonna be anywhere close to interesting. Okay. Okay, at least not a Neo slide. Okay. Yeah, but also this, like, unique. Not a PF Cup of the Day text. Again, no break. What the fuck? That's a Neo. Nein, it's a Neo. Your mom is a Neo. Nein. Ach, scheiße. This one could be difficult. Uh-oh. Wait, it's still no break! Ah, wait, no, it's still no break. Ah, never mind. It's still no break. For some reason, oh, what the fuck? I thought the no break is reset. Okay, that's crazy. Okay. W. All good, guys. Yo, holy shit, it's like a full-on NASCAR map. Like, artificial NASCAR. Okay, this looks like identity here. Huh? What? Wait, this is new. Can I drift again? Yes. What? Wait, this reminds me of a different identity from 2021. Wait, is this actually a new identity? Ah! Wait, this is gonna be insane, actually. What the fuck? It's freewheel. Oh my god, you know how hard it is? I cannot release. Releasing would be very important for this kind of driving. It's not tightrope. Okay, we actually have a new identity, guys. We have only 4 out of 5 remakes. Okay, guys, I'm honestly so pleasantly surprised with the maps, and I'm very happy about that. I think I'm officially declaring my South Korea permaban. Fuck that map. I am playing the hardcore summer maps. As I'm a bit unsure about this flip. Like, as this flip could be extremely problematic. Because of the reason, first of all, it's shit for me personally because of, no, wheel issue and me canceling my rotation. But, also, this looks like you can gain a lot of time and not in the nice way. But we'll see. I'm just saying, I cannot prove anything yet. I will see. I will let you know once I start practicing this map. But as of now, I can speak out my concern about that part. Okay, so YouTube, no need to type a comment. Oh, Granadi, you only tried it once. I'm just speaking out my objective concern, okay? Chill, chill. So what the fuck is this turn here, by the way? Guess I just go like this. And then this identity also is actually difficult. Also this I do like that though, that they have like an identity and then they have like a pre-identity part. This map, also, they did, honestly, I'm gonna be the one saying it, they did a really good job with the maps. Like, at least as in, they are unique. It's not like boring, forgettable PF maps. They really are unique. You can like that, you can dislike that, but I think the maps being unique and refreshing is definitely a good thing for EWC. The biggest Trackmania tournament ever. Oh my god, this is so tight. It's gonna be like tuck and then insta drift. But even that is like hard to get around. Okay, wild. Wild, wild, wild. I mean, I could still change my opinion. Like, that's also a thing that people need to understand. When I discover a campaign or maps, I'm spreading out my first impression. That can still change. If I like a map here, I can still dislike it in 2 weeks. If I love a map, if I dislike a map here, I could still like it in 2 weeks. Like, it's just my first impression. That's also something that people don't really seem to understand. It's also like, it's also, in general, as the last time I'm really getting rage baited a bit by the YouTube comments, but last time I did the campaign discovery, and people were like, angry about that I'm giving my first impression. I was like, are you guys all yacked? Like, this is the point of this. Me just saying whatever I think after my first attempt. Oh my god, that was a very low flip. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Opinions can still change. I'm just spreading out my first impressions. The point is exactly to see what I think after the first couple of attempts and not after 1 hour of grinding. So yeah, we'll see. But so far, first impression, very pleasantly surprised. Maps very unique. It's an okay amount of remake. Like, in my opinion, still stupid that we have 4 out of 5 remakes. Could have also just made 5 out of 5 new maps. Wait, this is like... This turn reminds me of one map in the Trackmania 2 campaign. I don't know if you guys know which one I mean. One of the black maps, I think. Bit similar there. But yeah. This turn here is crazy, to be honest. I'm so glad it's not a Neo slide, because this one I could not have done. It would have been fine if it was. It would have just been a personal issue for me. I'm not getting around. But I'm just glad it's... And here it's like drift into this. Zack. Holy... 118! What? What? Wait, this AT is like hard to... Yeah, good luck everyone who is trying to get all ATs in the summer campaign. I feel like this is the map you might spend the most time on. Small warning already. Shortcut, yeah, I mean... Maybe, but I don't think Nadeo uses a shortcut on their own map. Okay, I had no speed in the landing. And the speed does matter, because this here is... I mean, it's not fully full... maybe it's full speed if you get a realistic line. Well, but it's also a map that where you can gain a lot of time, I think. Yeah, W. So they didn't really listen to the critiques as in, you know, we don't want so many remakes. But they definitely listened as in, we don't want Cup of the Day maps. Also, Cup of the Day is of course a bit exaggerated, you know, but you know what I mean. I always touch here. Yeah. What? Nah! And oh my god, my car is just dead. I slightly touched, my car is just full on dead. Holy fuck. Oh my. That's you should not touch it there. That's very bad. Holy fuck. And also, I mean, so far at least no obvious shortcuts spotted. Like, one big issue with these maps, specifically in the campaign, was that, yeah, they very often had big boy cuts. And they completely ruined the campaign experience, at least. This time it looks pretty fine so far at least. Or you can full send these corners once you have a feeling for it. Lovely. Love to the Lee. Oh, this is tough because it's engine off sliding, and engine off just means you cannot release. And releasing is like the #1 thing to do in slides to control your line. What about I don't touch the wall here now for once? Aha. But you need to release so early here then to get around. This is like unique, you know? It's like, oh, echo. Go, go, go. Nein, 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 I couldn't release. Oh, man. This is so hard. I think it's full speed here and then... Yeah, full speed through here, and as soon as you touch the yellow boost, it's like a Drifterino. Yeah, that seems to work. Yo, that would not have been offer time. What the fuck? This AT is so hard. Wait, this is so difficult. Why? And this is by far the most difficult one. The rest really was doable in my opinion, pace-wise. This one is so hard. Yeah, it was 400s to slow only, but like holy moly, this is insanely tough. Like, don't worry, like in the EWC we will drive multiple seconds faster probably. But for now, I'm like, what in the hell? I'm cancelling my rotation here. This was low-key good, no? I also see with the... Like, I reached the black maps at like minute 20, by the way. I needed 20 minutes for the campaign, and then 40 minutes, or maybe longer, it depends on how long I need for this here, to get the rest. It's really not like, because I'm, like, playing the maps a little bit and have a little bit of fun. No. Okay, save this with a Neo slide, W. These ATs are way harder than the entire rest of the map, rest of the campaign combined. So. Okay, that was easy. And now, Bob. I can't do it. Like, usually, I would easily survive this if I could just release, but I can't. I can't release. It's like it's so difficult. Like, for now, this is very annoying. I'm not gonna lie, but once you learn this, it will be totally fine, I think. Oh my god, bro. And the issue with the identity being hard is, of course, the identity is usually at the end. So you drive the entire run perfect, and then suck. Always cancelling my rotation. I don't think that's a good thing. Even this is like a small SD in theory. Yeah, but the full speed parts on this map definitely don't matter too much. Also the ATs really are tough. I mean, you guys know me, I'm pretty good at fast learning. I would say I'm especially good at fast learning difficult maps. Difficult maps like this. At getting clean runs through relatively quickly, but well, also I struggle. So I wish you guys the best of luck. I can't do anything. It's so bad I can't release. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I can't survive. I always survive it after one respawn, and then I barely have the AT, but it's like, I don't know. Very, I can only highly recommend to have yourself a practice map. Like, practice this part on a practice map if you go for this AT, guys. Of course, not gonna build one now in the middle of the discovery, but, yeah. Oh, it's almost full speed if you have a nice line. Oops, where's my speed? Okay, there we go. We got it with ease now, but holy moly, as this is by far the hardest AT in the campaign. I wish you the best of luck. But yeah, first of all, with that, all 25 offer times completed. Took me 1 hour 5. That is definitely more than I usually need. So I would say the first 20... Like, I would say the gap is very, very noticeable. The first 20 maps really doable. But the 5 ATs on the black maps, especially because the black maps themselves are so difficult, are very hard to beat. So yeah, better get ready for that, guys. The last 5 ATs will be extremely freaking difficult. But yeah, as I said, personally, just judging them for what they are meant to be played in, the EWC, I am pleasantly surprised by the final 5 maps. They are very unique, not too big of a remake fiesta, like the identities 4 out of 5 are remade. But other than that, original routes with a few elements that make you, remember the older maps, which is quite nice. But yeah, very difficult to drive, very challenging, a lot of room for improvements as well, which is, in my opinion, important for competitive maps. So I'm very surprised. Good focus, Nadeo. And yeah, rest of the campaign, honestly, pretty standard, especially the first 10 maps, nothing crazy happening. We have a couple of cool maps like map 14 and map 15. So yeah, especially the blue and the red series a bit more interesting. The first 10 maps, super simple, but yeah, that's just how it goes. So yeah, overall, a pretty good campaign, I would say, and especially the 5 black maps are surprisingly nice, which is, of course, very nice because I will spend a lot of time on that. But yeah, that was it with the summer 2026 campaign discovery. For the people watching this on YouTube, definitely let me know what you think about the campaign and especially about the 5 black maps down in the comments below. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope we're gonna see each other in another one. Bye bye!